Hey, what's up guys? Dorian Hamilton here, big on the basics, and I'm demonstrating the alternate dumbbell curl. When it comes to bicep training, one of the staple exercises that I've always incorporated in my routine is a standing dumbbell curl. I mean, obviously there's a few different variations of doing standing dumbbell curls, but the one that I always tend to use is at the bottom of the movement. It's a hammer grip, and on the way up, we're gonna supinate the wrist so that the pinky is coming all the way around for a full contraction. And then we're coming down, stretching the bicep, supinate, squeeze, down, squeeze, down. No matter how heavy I go on dumbbell curls, you see a lot of people when they curl, they'll have like 60 pounds, and it's so heavy that they can't supinate their wrist. They end up doing this. You know, it's like a half hammer curl, half, I don't even know what. So if you're gonna do a hammer curl, do a hammer curl. If we're gonna do traditional dumbbell curls, we're supinating the wrist. Squeezing hard in the biceps. There's a lot of people don't know that, but one of the major functions of the bicep is actually not this movement. It's actually supinating that wrist. Just by doing that, my bicep is stimulating. So keep that in mind when you're doing dumbbell curls. Some other key points when you're performing it, make sure your elbows aren't coming up you're not coming up too high this way. Keep them back in place and curl. Because if they are coming high, you can start throwing your shoulders into play. Obviously, if you're curling heavy weight though, you're gonna have to have a little bit of play with it. So that's how I perform my alternating dumbbell curls. From time to time too, I will do them with an open palm, but I just find coming down the hammer position gives me a really good stretch toward the bicep. So when I'm performing the alternating dumbbell curls, I always like to do them, alternating each arm. I know some people like to do double arm, at the same time. For me, it just doesn't feel natural to me. So I always do one arm at a time when performing the exercise. As far as rep range goes, probably always sticking to 10 to 12 reps. Although sometimes I do like to go really heavy on the dumbbell curl. And when I do that, let's say I grab like a pair of 50 or 60 pound dumbbells, and if I perform 6 to 8 reps with each arm, I like to do it in a rest pause sort of fashion. So I'll perform 6 to 8 reps with each arm. I'll put them down, rest for 10, 15 seconds. I'll pick them back up and I'll pound out some more reps. I generally like to start my workouts with the dumbbell curls. I don't find like pre-exhausting my biceps before moving on to this exercise really benefits me at all. I usually like to hit them when I'm fresh. So yeah, that's one of the exercises I've always incorporated in my routines. It's sort of one of the basic compound movements that help build my arms.